Hi guys, welcome to Chair Yoga for Ida Library. I hope this may be your first one, but I hope it's because you're coming back and you're joining me again. My name is Jessica, and I'll be spending this time with you. All right, make sure you have a nice sturdy chair. Make sure you have water. You need to stay hydrated, especially with this heat. If at any moment you need to pause, go right ahead. That's the beauty of the videos. Also, maybe pick out some music that you like. Just get that situated. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Once you're ready, I just want you to have a nice tall spine. Roll those shoulders back and down. Hands are just comfortable in your lap. If you'd like to, you could put one leg up. When we do our neck stretches, we'll switch as we go. That other leg, you'll switch them. Or if you feel comfortable, you could have both feet up, but you're still gonna switch which one is in the front or on top, depending on how you're doing it. All right. I'm going to get comfortable in my chair. All right. Hands are just comfortable in your lap. Maybe if you need to, maybe you've been busy before you did this video. Breathe in through your nose, out like you're blowing out of a straw through the mouth. Maybe do that a few times, 3 or 4 times. Then if you feel comfortable, like you're getting that breath, you're getting settled, try to breathe in and out through the nose. Just nice and easy. Like I said, if it feels comfortable for you, go ahead and close those eyes. For me, it helps me to get settled, helps me to get relaxed, focused. So I'm just going to be still here, closing those eyes. Maybe it's, for me, it's morning time. Maybe for you it's not. So maybe you're starting off your day and it's morning. Maybe just giving some thought of the blessing of a new day. That He woke you up again, or maybe it's the evening and you're just thankful for the day that you've had, for the blessings, the gifts from above that He's given you. We need to have some gratitude, some thankfulness. Just some nice deep breaths. All right, we're going to go ahead and start stretching out the neck as always. You know I love to, if you've ever been to my classes, we always start out with neck stretches. And we always end with our cat-cows. So just breathe right here, but being very intentional with every breath. Just feel like that head is getting heavier. That ear is trying to sink down a little lower. Take one more breath here. Exhale. Rotating down, we're glancing down at that elbow. You can still have those eyes closed if you'd like. We're just gazing straight down. Could always add that twist if you'd like. You decide. One more breath. Exhale. We're going to rotate up. Pause at that side position if you need to. Make sure that ear is down as low as it'll go. Then slight twist up. Only one more breath here. Exhale. We're going to rotate that chin around. Tuck that chin as close to the chest as you can. You could always change those hand positions if you need to. With every breath, feel as if that forehead's getting heavier. Take one more breath here. Exhale, we're going to slowly lift that head. Chin is shooting for the ceiling. As always, if you need to, you can put those hands up for support. Only 2 more breaths here. One more. Exhale, look through the center. Switch those legs if you have one up, or if you have both, switch which one is front. We're going to slowly drop it over to the other side. Just feel as if that head is melting down. One more breath here. Exhale. We're going to rotate down to look at that elbow. You could keep that gaze right here, or after 2 or 3 breaths, add that little bit of that twist. You decide. One more breath. Exhale, slowly rotate up. If you need to, pause at that side position if you don't think you're have that head tilted all the way. Slight twist up, nice and easy. Remember, if you have any neck issues, you don't even have to join us on this. You could just be breathing right where you are. Two more breaths here. One more breath. Roll that chin around to the chest and then look up through the center, nice and easy. Shrug those shoulders if you need to. We're going to bring those feet out in front of us on the floor. Scoot out just a little bit on that seat. Actually, scoot out a little bit, more than a little bit. Bring those feet right off those hips. We're going to take 3 nice deep breaths. Stretch way, way, way up. Pause. Remember, we pause because we're elongating that spine, and we're just keeping it there for a moment. And then exhale. Nice and easy. We're going to do a little baby back bend after this. I'd like to do it at the beginning and the end just so you can see the comparison. One more, just nice deep breath. Just really elongate that spine. You could always alternate. Remember too, this is working for you. We're stretching that spine up and then we're stretching those arms. All right, little baby back bend. Okay, we're gonna take a nice deep breath in. Palms are gonna face each other. We're gonna pause right here and we are going to then exhale, gazes up those fingertips. We're going to little by little bring those hands back. The best that you can, you're getting a little bit of a curve in that spine. Gaze is straight up at those fingertips. Just breathe right here. One more breath. Exhale, bring those arms down. Kudos to you, you just did a back bend. So now you can go around town telling people you did a back bend. Shrug those shoulders. All right, now we're gonna do some nice slow circles to work those shoulders, and then we'll do that back bend at the back end too, at the end, so we can see the comparison. It's just a good one so you can see the fact that your spine's loosened up. We're gonna do some nice slow circles with the shoulders. Work those shoulders a little bit. So we're gonna lean out on that leg. As always, pull that string, pull that shoulder back and roll that top half of that rib cage back. We're gonna start some nice slow circles, so whichever direction you'd like to start, but when that arm is by the ear, give a little extra push through those fingertips. Make your circle as big as you can. If you had any shoulder surgeries or injuries, just be careful, don't push it too much. So remember, both sides don't have to be matching. Exactly. Last one this way. All right, when that arm's to the bottom, change direction. Slow and controlled. Two more. One more. Okay, when that arm gets to the bottom, just slowly roll over to the other side. Same thing, you might just slowly start slouching, so pull that string, roll that rib cage back, start those nice slow circles. One more this way. Okay, when that arm gets to the bottom, change direction. One more. Make it a good one. Stretch way out, bring that arm down. We're gonna just hang out in the center right here. So put both arms across those legs, let that head fall. Just breathe right here. You could shake your head no a little bit, nice and slow. You could just breathe right here. Or you could be pushing those forearms towards the floor while you lift your spine for the ceiling, you decide. I'm just gonna be still, I think, for just a little bit, and maybe just shake my head no, just ever so slightly. Maybe let that head fall just a little bit more. It's almost as if you're tucking the chin. One more breath. Hands on those knees, tucking the elbows, little baby push up. Nice and easy. Good job. Shrug those shoulders. So normally in class, if we were together, I would be asking if anyone has any things that they want to work on, but I don't have that here. So since it's me and the camera, so we bought a new house last week, so I'm painting. So take a wild guess. I have been painting ceilings. The tops of my shoulders are a little tight, and I'm a little sore in certain places that I normally wouldn't. So we're gonna be going off what I'm feeling since I don't have feedback from you. So just keep that in mind. Walk those feet out, being very exaggerated. We're gonna rub that bowl. If you're not out to that edge of that seat, scoot out to the edge of that seat. All right, nice and easy. We're making that circle. You're rubbing that bowl, you're the spatula. Try to get that head down as low as it'll go. And come on around. Give that pause stretch at the back every time. Slow and controlled. Nice and easy.
One more this way. Stretch way back. We're going to go the opposite way. Two more. Trying to breathe in and out through that nose if you can. One more. All right, give that stretch to the back. We're going to walk those feet back in into the center. All right, scoot back in that seat just a little bit. We're going to do that nice side stretch. Feet can be on the floor. You don't have to cross them just because I am. Thought I might put my feet around there, but I don't think I will. Nice deep inhale. We're going to stretch way, way, way up and way out. Curve the fingertips shooting for the floor. Go as deep as you can. Remember, pull that shoulder back, that rib cage back. Try not to fall forward. One more breath. Exhale. Come on up, nice and easy. Other side. Nice deep breath. Go as low as you can. You should feel that stretch all the way down the side, probably all the way down to that hip. One more breath. Exhale. Very slowly come on out. All right, scoot back out again. Gonna draw that circle with those fingertips. Walk those feet back out, being very exaggerated about it. Walk them out. Might as well make this work for us while we get into position. Be out to the edge of that seat. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in. Stretch way up. We're gonna draw that circle. We need to really be thinking about those hips, so go as low as you can. That's when you're gonna really feel those hips. We're gonna be doing our pigeon today, so we need to work those hips and get them warmed up. Keep going. One more. Last one this direction, then we're going to change. Still give that little stretch at the top when you get there. Stretch way up, other direction. Remember, you don't have to be at the same pace as me. Stretch way up, keep going. Two more. Stretch way up. Bring those arms down. Nice and easy. All right, walk those feet together. All right, we're going to go right into a spinal twist. Nice deep inhale. We are going to do this twice. Stretch way up. Exhale. So we're just going to land wherever we are. We're not going to push it yet. We're just going to be nice and tall. Shoulders are softened. Gaze is parallel with the floor. One more breath. Exhale. We're going to slowly untwist. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Right to the other side. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Let all that air out. Just right here breathing. Don't let that gaze drop down. Nice tall spine. One more breath. Exhale, slowly untwist, nice and easy. All right, we're gonna go right into a forward fold. Need to stretch those legs out before we start our pigeon. All right, really flex that foot. Toes are trying to spread out and come back. We're gonna have that nice straight leg. We're gonna breathe right here, nice deep inhale. Exhale, hinging forward. So get those fingertips out as far as you can before you curve that spine and finish folding over. We're only going to hold this one once. So if you want to try to go deeper, you can. On every exhale, you're sinking down a little lower. Maybe flexing that foot a little bit more. Could be always grabbing that leg, trying to pull down a little deeper. Two more breaths. One more breath. Exhale. Stack the vertebrae. Head's the last thing to come up. Nice and easy. Okay, other side. Same thing. Really try to spread those toes out. Constantly trying to stretch those feet. Here we go. Nice deep inhale. Same thing. We're only going to do this once. So if you want to make this count a little more for yourself, go a little deeper. Maybe flex that foot a little bit more. One more breath. So on your exhale, you're going to stack those vertebrae. Let the arms hang. Head's the last thing to come up. Nice and easy. Excuse me. All right, we're going to go right into a spinal twist. We're going to do that deeper version. So think about wringing out that wet rag. When we go to twist, we're going to take a breath in. Exhale as we twist, take a breath in, and then every exhale, try to get a little more twist. Think about wringing out that wet rag, just little by little on the exhales when you're going to do it. Pause there, inhale, exhale, go a little deeper. This is a good time. I know some of you like to have those arms shooting. This is a really good time to have that hand on that outer leg and that chair and really use that to get yourself deeper. All right, here we go. Nice deep inhale. Stretch way, way, way up. Exhale. Nice and easy. Let all that air out. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, go deeper. So if you're able to, every exhale, you're going to go a little bit deeper. Maybe after once or twice, that's as good as you can get it. Then just breathe right there. Don't let the chin drop down. And keep trying to get that gaze back as far as you can. One more breath. Exhale. Remember, move very slowly. That is a very deep stretch, so move very slowly. Nice deep inhale. We're going right to the other side. Stretch way up. Exhale. Really try to give that twist. One more breath. Exhale, very slowly untwist, nice and easy. Shrug those shoulders. All right, we're gonna do 3 nice deep breaths. Stretch way up. We're working those shoulders a little bit more, but we're taking into some nice deep breaths. Get those hands back as far as you possibly can. One more. Exhale. Shrug those shoulders. All right, we need to just do one more thing before we go into that pigeon, just to work our shoulders a little more and stretch those sides a little more. Have those legs coming straight off those hips. I want you to imagine you have that box on the floor in front of you. We're going to lean out over that leg, so give that pull to pull the string to straighten up that spine, roll that shoulder back. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, whichever arm you'd like to start with, and then out as far as you can to that opposite corner, and then fingertips are shooting down to the floor. Try to go as low as you can with it. Both sits bones should stay on the seat. Going as deep as you can. It's a deep stretch all the way down, going onto that back a little bit. One more breath. Exhale, very slowly come out of it. That is a very deep stretch, so please be careful. All right, other side. Lean out to that side. Always shrug them shoulders a little bit if you need to. When we're working those shoulders like that, for me it feels good. So feel free to do that if you'd like. All right, pull that string, roll that shoulder back, stretch that arm up, and way, way, way out to that opposite corner, and then go as deep as you can. Remember, if you're kind of rolling forward, work at trying to pull that back. Keep adjusting where you are. You don't have to just, wherever you land, you don't have to stay there. You need to make it work for you, so adjust if you need to. One more breath. Very, very slowly. So here's the thing, that's such a deep stretch, especially if, right back here. So if you're not moving slow, you could really hurt yourself, so move slow. All right, 2 nice deep breaths, and we're gonna start that pigeon pose. Stretch way up, exhale, nice and easy. So we're taking a breath, but we're elongating that spine on the inhale, and then on the exhale, we're really feeling like someone's pulling you in opposite directions. And this is when I would be telling you in class that I can tell who's really doing this and who's just flapping their arms around, but I can't see you, so I'm counting on you to do your part. Shrug those shoulders if you need to. All right, we are gonna start that pigeon. So we're gonna start with those arms. We'll do the legs, and then we'll combine them for the full pose. So, with pigeon pose, we do hold that longer than most poses. So, and these are really deep stretches, so it might get a little uncomfortable. So, happy thoughts, and focus on your breath. This is when you can think about your rainbows and sprinkles. Just thinking happy thoughts about this, because it's going to get uncomfortable. I'm just warning you of that now. All right, we're going to lean out on that leg, same as we did before. First, pull that spine out, and then we're going to pull that shoulder back. This is why we did so many shoulder and leaning out over the legs. Stretch that arm straight up for the sky, and we're just going to breathe right here, gazing up at those fingertips. Really, this right now, we're just warming that shoulder up a little more. One more breath. We're going to weave that arm through. Gaze is up at those fingertips. So maybe, more than likely right now, it's not uncomfortable yet. When we go back to the other side, it is going to get a little just breathe right here. One more breath. Exhale. We're going to weave that arm through. All right, we're going to go to the other side. So first get that arm straight up. All right, now we're not trying to match this one with our breath. We are just continuously trying to move that arm back
and our gaze is trying to follow. Both sits bones need to stay on the seat though, so if you are popping up on that side that the arm is up, then you're going too far. But little by little, get it as far as you can, and then we're going to breathe right here. Remember too, you might get to the point where maybe the arm will go farther, but the gaze won't. That's okay, keep moving that arm. Or maybe your gaze will keep going, but the arm won't. They don't have to. Just breathe right here. One more breath. Exhale, we're going to come on through, go to the other side. Nice and easy, pull that string, roll that shoulder back to start. And then little by little, same thing, get it moving back. Two more breaths. One more breath. Exhale. All right, bring that arm center. We're just going to pause right here. Now, if I were you, you could just breathe right here. You could do the head no, but it might feel really good to push those forearms towards the floor and lift that spine for the ceiling. For me, this one always feels really good after doing that, but that is up to you. Okay, just relax that if you were doing that one. Take a couple more breaths here, and then we'll push up out of this. Little baby push up. One more breath. Hands on those knees, tuck in the elbows. Only use your arms to push up. Nice and easy. Good job. Shrug those shoulders a little. It might feel good. All right, we're going to start those legs, and then we'll combine the two together for the full pose. All right. So we want that really nice tall spine. Shoulders are nice and softened. Everyone's going to be doing the top half the same. Now, everyone's going to also have that foot flexed. You might just be right here, perfectly fine. Or you might be up here. You could even, and then you might need to start here, and then little by little, you'll get farther and farther. Now, we're going to try, if possible, that ankle is going to be on that leg. I want you to have that ankle stacked right under that knee. And we're going to be up really nice and tall right here. So eventually, this leg would be parallel with the floor. And we're going to breathe right here. Remember, we do hold this a little bit longer, so just focus on that breath. You could be getting pressure on this to eventually working this leg. Even if you're up here, you're just going to keep trying to get a little deeper with it. Just focus on that breath. Everybody feels things a little different. I can feel it in my outer hip area. One more breath. Exhale, go ahead and help that leg down if it needs it. Put that foot on the floor. We're going to go right to the other one. Everybody's top half's the same. Remember, that foot could be flexed over here, or you could be here. You decide, but walk that, especially if you're going to have that ankle up on that leg, and please don't have that foot hanging on for dear life over here. We really need that foot to be on there. That ankle is rested. Try to have that ankle right under the knee. All right, we're going to sit up real nice and tall. You could be giving that pressure or not, is up to you. Maybe one side you do, one side you don't. That's fine too. Nice deep breaths. Maybe if it's uncomfortable, close those eyes. I'm giving a little more pressure. 2 more breaths. You can do this. One more breath. Exhale. Bring that foot down. Just help it down if it needs it. All right. Shrug those shoulders. We're going to take 2 nice deep breaths. Stretch way, way, way up. Exhale. Let it go. Pull, 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 pull. You should really be feeling that in those upper arms. One more. Nice and easy. Shrug those shoulders if you need to. All right, go back to that first leg. So we're going to combine the whole thing together. So get that leg. Remember, still you could be, everyone's going to be doing the top half the same. You decide how you're doing the legs. If you're able to, get that ankle up there again. Get that ankle under the knee, the other ankle under the knee. This one's up on that foot. Flex those feet. Really even think about those toes trying to come back. You need to be up really nice and tall, regardless of how your legs are going to be. Shoulders are softened. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. So arms are just going to come up. Exhale. We're going to hinge forward first. So trying to keep a flat back. Remember, if you rounded, you could come lower. Yep, that looks spectacular, but you're not actually getting the stretch. So flat back. You're not going to come down as low. Perfectly fine. Whatever knee is up, the opposite hand is going in the hole or over to the side. You decide what you're doing. While you're here, that other arm is shooting up for the sky. You could be focusing on the fingertips trying to shoot in opposite directions. You could be focusing on that bottom hand trying to work its way down a little lower, or you could focus on the top hand trying to go back a little. You decide. Remember, we hold this for a little while, so focus on that breath. Two more breaths. You can do this. One more breath. Exhale. Slowly come on out of that. I felt that in a weird place. I felt it in my elbow and my straight arm. I don't know why, but I did. So just take notice of how you're feeling. Honestly, it's probably from doing this so much that hurt a little. All right, other side, straight, nice and tall. We're going to go right to it. All right, first get that ankle under the knee and then put that other foot up there, ankle. Other ankle is on that top of that leg. All right, real nice tall spine, regardless if just your ankles are crossed or legs are crossed. Everybody's going to straighten that spine. Roll those shoulders down. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to hinge forward. Remember, we don't go as far. All right, add that twist. We're going to add those arms. So that whatever leg is up, the opposite arm is either going in the hole or over to the side. You decide. I actually grab a hold of my leg and I help to twist me a little farther, but that is up to you. You could have that arm just shooting and trying to go lower. You decide what you're doing here. Keep breathing. One more breath. Exhale, very, very slowly come out of it. Nice and easy. Help that leg down if it needs it or put it down on the floor. All right, shrug those shoulders, do those chicken wings. Okay, I lied. We're going to do those forward folds again. So scoot out to the edge of that seat one last time on each leg. I think it'll probably feel good for us after doing that pigeon. So really flex that foot. Toes are trying to come back. All right, here we go. We're going to go for that deeper version. So think about that balloon letting out that air. We're hinging from those hips as you fold forward. When you think you can't, push those fingertips a little bit farther.
Curve that spine when you can't keep the flat back anymore. Every exhale, try to sink down a little lower. Going a little deeper every exhale. One more breath. Exhale when you're ready. Stack that vertebrae.
Head's the last thing to come up.
All right, other leg.
And we're going to do that little baby back bend one more time after. Actually, we'll do our cat-cows and then we'll do our baby back bend after that. We loosen that spine up a little more. All right. Same thing with the other side. We're going to hinge forward. When you think you can't anymore, give a little extra push with those fingertips. Curve that spine then to finish folding over. Here we go. Nice deep inhale. Stretch way up. Exhale. Hinge from those hips and then fingertips way, way, way out.
When you can't keep the flat back, that's when you curve. Every exhale, go a little deeper. Think about that balloon getting flatter and flatter as it's almost out of air. Two more breaths. One more breath. On your exhale, stack those vertebrae.
Head's the last thing to come up. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right. Walk those feet out again. We're going to rub that bowl again one more time. Walk those feet out. Be out the edge of your seat. Should still be there from that forward fold. We're almost done. Here we go. Nice and slow with those circles.
Stretch at the back. You should be able to feel that that circle's a little bigger. You're going a little deeper. You could give that extra little push at the bottom. Give a pause before you continue on. Last one this way. Other direction. Still giving that little pause. Push down at the bottom a little bit. Slow and controlled. Trying to go so slow. Even on the back side, you should be able to feel that you can get a little deeper with it. Two more. One more, last one. Still give that stretch back though.
Come on up, bring those feet, walk them in a little. We're just going right off those hips. We're going to do that variation to cat-cow first. So I want you to lean out over those legs. Hands on those knees still though. I want you to have a really flat back, but don't let those shoulders, I could tell immediately, I was just trying to scrunch my shoulders a little bit. Shoulders are going to stay softened. And then stretch way out, leaning way out. Try to have a flat back. I want you to look over that right shoulder. We're trying to gaze where the back of the chair and the seat come together. So, from a side view, I'll turn this way just so you can see me. As we're looking over to the side, it's really like we're trying to get this shoulder and that hip just a little bit closer together. It's a little bit of a crunch on that side. Just breathe right there.
All right, come out to center. Other side. So basically what this is equivalent to, if we were doing cat-cows on a mat, where you're on hands and knees doing the cat-cow position, this would just be a variation. Come on out. If you were to do this at home, if you want to, it'd be us, before we do that cat-cow, it's the variation is what it is. You look over the shoulder and you look at that outer ankle bone is where your gaze would go. So we're just using the chair here at the sides for that. All right, keep those hands right there where you're at. We're gonna do some cat-cow, so nice scoop up on the inhale. Let that head fall back. Remember, the shoulders are staying softened, curving the spine. Exhale, roll on through. Normally we do the cat-cows last before we're still, but we are gonna do that back bend one more time, just so you can see that variation in the... See how your spine feels, how your back feels. Keep going. Remember to always hold it at the top and the bottom of this stretch, because we want to hold that stretch position for just a moment and then breathe. So you're just holding your breath for just a moment, not long. Okay, 2 more both directions. Keep trying to get that head back a little bit farther. All right, when you're done, we'll meet in the center. Shrug the shoulders. All right, be off just enough. We need for those feet to be nice and flat on the floor. So I'm short, so I have to scoot out just a little bit, but whatever works for you. We're gonna do that little back bend again, just to see the difference. So shoulders are softened, nice tall spine. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, palms are gonna face each other. Remember, we're not sandwiching those ears. Shoulders are still softened. Gaze up at those fingertips, and then let the head fall back. Those hands are coming back, and the gaze is trying to follow the fingertips. If this is too much for you, I should have said at the beginning, I'm sorry I didn't. You could always have a hand up for support and then switch hands, which would be kind of like doing camel. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Exhale, bring those arms down. Nice. All right, sit up really nice and tall. We're gonna relax those shoulders. We're gonna drop that head over to one side. And then we'll just be still. So just drop that head over to the side. We're only gonna roll from the front, never roll back. It's funny, years ago, I don't even think it's been that long, we used to go all the way in a circle. Don't do that. Give a little pause at each side. We're going to do a couple different neck stretches and then we'll be still. Slow, slow, slow. Try to get that chin as close to the chest as you can. All right, we'll meet in the center. Look up through there. Now I want you to be nice and tall, shoulders are softened. This time we're going to drop that head over to one side. I learned this one from a physical therapist, actually. We're going to drop that head over to one side. You're just going to give an ever so slight little push towards the ear, not hard. It's not a real powerful push, just a little push, and then just come straight up and over to the side. So kind of wherever the head lands, just give a slight little push and then go back and forth. It's very gentle, nothing crazy. Need to be very careful with our necks. But we also need to be stretching them out, so you gotta find it's a nice balance. All right, go one more time to each side and then we'll meet in the middle. Just nice and easy. Okay, let's just do one more neck stretch. We're going to drop that chin just like we did at the very beginning. Be up really nice and tall, and with every breath, I want you to feel as if that forehead is getting heavier. And with every inhale, I want you to feel that rib cage expanding in every direction, and then exhale, it's going to come on in. Just think about what it is you're wanting your body to do. We're stretching that rib cage out. Take 2 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to slowly lift that chin for the ceiling. Let that head fall back. You should be able to feel that you can drop that head back a little farther than you did at the beginning. One more breath. When you're ready, exhale, look through the center. We never hold the up nearly as long as the gazing down. All right, shrug the shoulders a little if you need to. Take 2 nice deep breaths. Stretch way up, exhale. One more time. Make sure you're getting all that air out of your lungs. We have a tendency to take shallow breaths, not our deep breaths, the way our bodies were intended to breathe. All right, go ahead and get settled in your seats, whatever that is for you. I'm not going to put my legs up today. I'm going to be up just nice and tall. Hands are just comfortable in your lap, whatever that is for you. Just breathe right here. Close those eyes if you feel comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and close us out, but I hope you'll just be still and just stay right where you are for a little bit. Just pause when this is done and just be still. It's okay to be still. Sometimes we need that, just focusing on that breath. So I'm going to take one last stretch up. Way up. Palms are going to come down through the center. We're going to pause at our forehead. That's just a reminder to keep good, pure thoughts and our focus on Jesus. And then down to our lips. That's just to make sure nothing but positive things are passing out into the world. And we need that right now. And then down to our hearts. And just to let His love shine for others to see Him. So the light in me honors light in you. Thank you for coming today. Namaste.